What's good? It's your boy Time Money, and today I'm gonna talk about high on life, Game Pass addiction. When it comes to my personal addictions, which is cannabis and cigarettes, you know what I'm saying. I used to be alcohol too, but I take edibles now since edibles are strong. Not yeah, strong here in California, depending on what cannabis club you go to. But the game High on Life, the Rick and Morty show. I was watching that when I used to have cable. I still do got cable in my house, but not in my room. Everything is straight internet now. But I used to watch Rick and Morty a little bit, and I thought that show was really, really funny, and it was really, really interesting. You know what I mean? Even though they didn't came out with a new episode or nothing, but I haven't watched anime or cartoons on TV in a long ass time. Cause I'm all about gaming and being on YouTube and watching people stream playing video games. So I'm more of a gamer. You know what I'm saying? Whole nine yards. But when it comes to the video game High on Life, you know what I'm saying, that game look interesting and fun. But at the same time, I kind of see the symbology of what Microsoft and Xbox is going to, because they know they really know that they got people who play on their products. They know that the majority of their Xbox gamers smoke weed. They know Microsoft, Phil Spencer. They probably know that people who play on their consoles do smoke cannabis. You know what I'm saying? Smoke cannabis. I can't say for other drugs, but especially the hard drugs, I don't know about that. But particularly cannabis or edibles or anything that matter, even psychedelics. You know what I'm saying? When you offer shrooms or something, High on Life is definitely a good game to play because of the graphics and it look like Nemo a little bit just based on the graphics. I'm not suggesting eating shrooms playing the game, but when you look at it though, it can put you in a whole different world just by being like when I was taking edibles and stuff, cannabis infused food. So I was playing Call of Duty Cold War multiplayer, and I felt like I was inside the game, just how I was high off, playing that game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was so freaking high that I was sucked into the game. You know what I'm saying? I felt the bullets, I felt everything. It's kind of trip how you take substances and play video games and you feel the effects, which is more fun and more interesting. So reason why I'm bringing up drugs and stuff, the game High on Life is based upon aliens using humans as drugs. And just looking at the game, seeing how interesting the game is and how beautiful it is. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that's gonna be going on Game Pass day one. I'm just really interested. So you gotta understand why Xbox is showing off independent developers. Like when it comes down to even though they got a big studio, you gotta understand, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand it takes like at least like 5 or 6 years for the game to be fully developed. You know what I'm saying? And since this pandemic hit, you know what I'm saying, it caused them to work at home and stuff. You know what I'm saying? With no supervision of the boss or any other people that can give them ideas besides, through the car or through the internet. But you gotta say, Xbox got a lot of game studios they're taking their time right now. But since Activision Blizzard's been purchased, it's best to have their main CEOs. I know I said something about the CEO of Activision Blizzard, but I found out that the employees voted him back in. So I don't think he's gonna leave anytime soon. But when it comes, not only Activision Blizzard, but Cinemax or Bethesda themselves, even though Starfield's my sanctuary and everything, let's hope that Microsoft will help these other developers, these developers that got in their studio, come out with games. I mean, Hellblade looks awesome. Hellblade is our Last of Us in our charter when it comes to the Xbox ecosystem and games that are similar to PlayStation, like Starfield's our Spider-Man. And it's better than Spider-Man because Spider-Man's in one city. Man, we got the whole damn universe. I'm going to come out with a video talking about those as well. But the main thing I want to say, though, is when it comes to independent developers, that's when it really come down to, like, for me, not only do I want to make Xbox Punk a religion, but also a game studio because, you know what I'm saying, based upon High on Life, you know what I'm saying, I can really come out with video games based upon the drug culture similar to Metal Gear Solid. Because the reason why Metal Gear Solid is so interesting because of the storytelling and how amazing in detail everybody knew about, all sorts of technology and stuff. And when it comes to video games that I want to make exclusively for Xbox and PC and cloud gaming, is game based upon real life experience, but also based upon everyday situation. Also, new age type of stuff as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really want to turn Xbox Play not only into a religion in the metaverse, but also a game studio to where I could put my ideas and my visions out there, making exclusive games for Xbox, and also bringing more people into the Xbox ecosystem and get Game Pass. You know what I'm saying? Because I can not only that I'm addicted to cigarettes and weed, but I'm also addicted to Game Pass. You know what I'm saying? I do got a series, but I am addicted to Game Pass. You know what I'm saying? I am very addicted to Game Pass. Like right now, I'm finna get into Ninja Gaidens. You know what I'm saying? That game is difficult to play and stuff. It's very hard to play, but I'm gonna try to play it this week since I'm off for the whole week of my job. Even though one of my supervisors called me this morning, even though I was knocked out, I was asleep already. But he called me. He only called me one time though. He realized that, oh yeah, that's right. He had a week off. You know what I'm saying? Because we low on workers at my job. We are low on workers at my job because my job deals with disabled people. You feel what I'm saying? Like if it wasn't for cannabis, I would not be still at this job. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to high on life, though, looking at high on life, how beautiful it is. I mean, just imagine being on shrooms and playing that game. The graphics is off the hook in that game. You know what I'm saying? Hell no, y'all be off of edibles or cannabis, whatever you want to do. But the thing about it is, the thing I love about, Xbox though and about Microsoft is that they are really up here pleasing us, Xbox punks and Xbox fans and people who use PCs as well, like Steam and PC Game Pass or Xbox Game Pass on PC. But when it really come down to it though, this is why I'm an Xbox punk, an Xbox fan extremist. Because like I said, I haven't played PlayStation since the PS2 days, since the original Xbox came out. Like I did have the Nintendo, but I didn't pay for it. My mom paid for it, but I got rid of the Nintendo Switch. You know what I'm saying? Since Xbox got cloud gaming, like the tablet that I'm using right now, I play Xbox Game Pass and Xbox Remote Play on this tablet, and also on my phone with the controllers I got from Microsoft website. So, or Xbox website, whatever you want to call it, but it's still the same thing. But, the thing about it is, I do got a Game Pass addiction. So even though the game is on Game Pass right now, what I'm saying, it's good on Xbox One and Xbox Series consoles, which is why I want to collect Xbox One and Series consoles and not the 360 and original Xbox, because those are retro consoles. When it comes to Xbox One and Xbox Series consoles, those are modern consoles, and they're gonna forever be modern consoles since Xbox One games are all digital and compatible with the series. And when it comes to retro games, 360 and the original Xbox are retro consoles. Now, don't get me wrong. If I was a PlayStation fanboy, I probably would have I probably would not only kept my PS2, but I probably would have collect PS1s. And also, I probably would have got into PS3s. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't have been a hardcore PlayStation fan, even though when you look at the minority of the groups within that fan base, they are just, and knowing how expensive, like The Last of Us, I think it's part one, that game is going to be charged for $70, and it's a remake. It's going to be on the PS4 as well. I'm just like, but at the same time, Sony is a Japanese company. Xbox or Microsoft is an American company. And they all about the American people when they hear us out about what we need. That's why Xbox gamers are the ultimate gamers. PlayStation was, but looking at PlayStation, though, they just, I can't, it's nothing better about PlayStation. They don't reach back on top as soon as they're going to get their consoles ready and come out with the PS5 Slim or Pro or whatever. But, but looking at PlayStation, though, they're not rich like Microsoft. And I was reading the comments, someone saying that they're only worth $1 billion and not $1 trillion. How are you gonna say they're not worth $1 trillion? They spent over $60 billion on Activision Blizzard. 60 to 70 billion on Activision Blizzard. That's like that's like the half of the billion, like the whole half of the $1 billion that they are worth more. Microsoft is worth $1 trillion. Once they get into cloud gaming and be having every device to the point where when people gonna have computer brain chips inside their brain, they will be able not only play from their brains to the internet or PC or even the Xbox console, but also be able to dream inside of Xbox Game Pass, which would make Microsoft over a zillion dollars if they brought cloud gaming to every device, even devices that are implanted into our brains. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, yeah, these are some good ideas, but I'm gonna say it like this: they probably been knew something like this. You know what I'm saying? To me, I just look into my pineal gland and see what I can find and see what type of ideas I see when I look at technology. But when it really comes down to it, yes, I do got a weed and cigarette addiction, but when it comes to Game Pass, that's my addiction as well. And once High on Life, is day one on Game Pass, that's gonna be my addiction to play. You know what I'm saying? Like I never tried shrooms before, but I heard stories when people try shrooms, they watch Nemo movies, play Mario games, because of the graphics. And looking at High on Life, I'm gonna play that game for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Through cloud gaming and through my Xbox console. I don't got a PC because I don't know where to put it at. And when I watch PC builds and stuff on the internet, how people would deal with PCs, it's kind of, you gotta be a PC whiz to really deal with PCs. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can't figure out what you doing on the PC, it can be confusing. You gotta read a lot of books, read a lot of magazines of how to get that confusion out there, or even go on Reddit. If you go on Reddit, you might find some ideas as well, good ideas. But this is all I want to say. I want to put out there. So when it comes to High on Life, Game Pass addiction, I do got a Game Pass addiction. You know what I'm saying? I'm an Xbox punk. You know what I'm saying? Xbox punk will be a religion and a game studio exclusively for Microsoft Metaverse and the Xbox Metaverse. You know what I'm saying? Microsoft Metaverse is going to come true, but let's hope that Xbox Metaverse will come true as well. They would need someone like me to visionary or vision that and put that into full picture. So other than that, that's all I want to say. So this is your boy Time and Finna sign off. That's all I want to say. So when it really come down to it though, High on Life is a good, amazing looking game. Like I said, if you know someone that got shrooms, try to play that game while you using shrooms. You know what I'm saying? Because you might be in a ultra. This is the reason why Rick and Morty, the creators of Rick and Morty, made the graphics look amazing. Because they know, and also the reason why they're putting games like that out. Because Microsoft and Xbox know that. Also, Microsoft headquarters is in Washington State. And Washington was one of the first states, including Colorado, they were one of the first states to legalize cannabis. So they know they got a lot of gamers that smoke cannabis and play their products. You know what I'm saying? Coming out with a game called High on Life and looking at the game, looking like a Pixar movie, they know, like, if you take psychedelics, man, playing that game, man, you be sucked into it. Like I was off edibles playing Call of Duty. But that's all I want to say. I want to put out there. So I just want to speak up on High on Life and what ideas you can put out there to play that game. But High on Life is amazing, man. High on Life look amazing, and that's all I want to say. This is the boy Tab. I'm finna sign off, and that's all I want to say. So peace.